Hi guys, and welcome to lesson 5 in Lead Magnet Masterclass. Now we've laid some great foundations, some great groundwork in terms of the types of lead magnets you want to create, the categories. We've also talked about what you want to be thinking about as you're creating your lead magnet. Now I want to dive into some specific ideas. I think that's going to be really useful. Now I've got examples from lots of different types of businesses. Hopefully at least one really resonates and is similar to whatever it is that you offer, and you can think about how you can use this. So first example here is a violin teacher, and we've got a lead magnet here called how to tune your violin in X minutes. Now this could be in a guide format, this could be video training, and this is a great lead magnet. It helps provide a lot of value to the prospects, and the logical next step is to go on and hire a violin teacher for their services. If you're wondering how to tune a violin, you're probably quite new to the violin, something you haven't done before, and you can download this lead magnet, achieve what you're looking to achieve, help build that relationship with this violin teacher, and then go, you know what, yeah, that was really helpful. Their instructions were great there, I tuned it, worked. I'm actually going to go ahead and hire them for their services, particularly if you've got like an introductory offer, something like that. A great little lead magnet to use. Next, hiking boot retailers. We've got a free quiz here. The title of the quiz being, find out which hiking boots are right for you. So if someone's looking to purchase hiking boots, but they don't know which kind of hiking boot they should purchase, they could go through this quiz and answer a series of questions. Things like, are you hiking in hot weather or cold weather? Flatland, in the mountains, wetland, snow, all that sort of stuff. And based on their answers, it could produce a recommendation being like, okay, based on the fact that you hike infrequently in dry mountainous terrain, we'd recommend this hiking boot. And very much the logical next step is for that person to go ahead and buy that hiking boot. Something like a free quiz is also so easy for people to sign up for, particularly for the end. You show them what other people's answers were. People want to see that sort of stuff all the time. Make sure they're, not way out on a limb and they're sort of most likely going with a similar setup, similar recommendation to other people. Accountancy practice, very different type of business. This would be like a report. You could even do this in a video style setup. 5 new accounting requirements for small business owners in 2022. Now this helps because it helps identify the hyper responsives. We've got small business owners in there, so only small business owners are going to sign up for this lead magnet. And if that's who the accountancy practice wants to reach, great, we're doing really well there. It's also really useful. If people are got a small business, there's always changes out there to accounting requirements. There's always things that change and you talk with the accountant about it. And let's say this accounting practice wants to reach small business owners that are maybe doing their accounts themselves, or they're working with an accountant that's not as useful, hasn't told them about all this new stuff they need to be aware of. This could be a great lead in to offering services. Health and fitness blog, if you provide online information, courses, things like that around health and fitness, perhaps you could have a lead magnet that's in a video training format, a guide, 3-minute desk workout to minimize back pain. Again, it helps identify your hyper responsives. If who you want to reach in this specific circumstance is people with back pain, perhaps people that are very sedentary, that sit at the desk all day, that have back pain, this could be a great lead magnet. It's nice and specific. It's going to help people do something they want to do. 3-minute desk workout. You want your lead magnet to not require too much of your prospect. You want it to be nice and easy, and that's a great example. Say you're a cycling retailer, whether online or in person, you sell bicycles and gear, apparel, all that sort of stuff, right? The top 10 cycling challenges to do in X. I know a lot of people that are very closely involved in the cycling industry as hobbyists themselves, and cyclists love to do these challenges where they cycle from one place to another, or a series of mountains, or all this sort of stuff, right? Having that resource list available where they can just download it, you go, oh, that's a sort of lead magnet that pop up, and people be like, if you're into that sort of thing, you'd be like, the top 10 cycling challenges to do in Italy, for example. Oh, okay, I'd love to do a cycling challenge in Italy. Let's quickly go ahead and grab that and see what's available. Again, the logical next step can be, for your next cycling challenge that you've just signed up to in Italy, we'd recommend this gear, maybe this type of bike, all that sort of stuff. Graphic designer, 7 logo design templates for tech startups. So if that's who this graphic designer wants to work with, is tech startups, it's a great way of identifying your hyper responsive market. Because if you're advertising to, say, a much broader category, which you'd probably have to do, you wouldn't be able to target specifically tech startups with the detailed targeting options, but that's all you want to work with. The only people that are going to sign up for this are people involved in tech startups for the most part. And it's a template, 7 logo design templates. If you can get a number in there, that's always useful. We know people will more like to click on ads and stuff with numbers in there. But logo design templates, we've all had that experience. Anyone who's had to create a logo, start a new business, or perhaps you go through that process, you're like, what logo am I going to use? How do I go about doing this? This makes it seem much easier and straightforward, which is a great thing for a lead magnet. Okay, next example is one that is very applicable to me, has been in the past, is I was involved in martial art for a number of years called Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's like a wrestling-based martial art. And when I did that, you used to try and go to competitions and try and find out where the various competitions, tournaments were in and around your local area. And it was really difficult. There were like snippets of information on a few different websites, but there wasn't one central location. So if someone was to put together a lead magnet, let's say they're either a gym that actually sells memberships and trainings, or they sell apparel, for example, like the gis that you do it in and stuff like that. The ultimate list of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competitions in whatever location, I would have downloaded that, grabbed that lead magnet without a second's thought. That would have been super useful, save a lot of time researching and searching online. That's a great little lead magnet, a great little resource list. And another example of a wedding photographer. We've got this guide. This could be in a video training. It could be, in a sort of PDF format, how to prepare your wedding venue for beautiful photos. Now, we know that is what people who are thinking about hiring wedding photographers, that's something that's really important to them, right? They're engaged, they're getting married, maybe they've got it planned out. They're thinking, I really want beautiful photos. So this guide could show them what time of day, how to set up things, what to mention to the florist to get all the flowers set up nicely, all that sort of stuff. And if you're engaged and you're seeing ads on Facebook all the time for wedding photographers, and you're like, oh, they all look similar, they all look like great stuff. Someone who comes in with a lead magnet like this, they're going to differentiate themselves from the rest of the competition. Then you're probably far more likely to go on to work with that person as opposed to just any of the wedding photographers that are just advertising their services. So this can be a great lead magnet to go. And as we've been through these examples, hopefully a whole bunch there, hopefully you can start to see the sorts of things that we're thinking of. And just keep in mind, deliver value, change that relationship, identify your hyper responsives, and you want to make sure that your services or product is the logical next step after someone has gone ahead and grabbed your lead magnet. Okay, I'll see you in the next lesson.